every single year with our teams, because you've got kids that have been with us for a long time. They're diehard. They might be great teammates, great for the organization. They do a lot of things well outside of maybe just what the statistics say. So for us, we take all of that into account. What kind of a teammate are they? What are their parents like? I know it sounds funny, but it's the truth. What are their parents like? Do they fit the team culture? Are they selfless? Will they play anywhere on the field? Do they work really hard? Those are all things that come into our minds when we're picking teams. So, you might get a new kid that comes in that's awesome, that might be, he might be able to swing it and might be throwing really hard on the mound and, can be your starting shortstop, but then trying to dive in a little bit deeper. And has he been on 4 different teams in the last 4 years? Is his dad crazy? Is he all about himself in the dugout? Those are all things that come into our head when we're picking teams. So making sure that, you want to get better, right? So when we have tryouts for a reason, and it's, to find a few missing pieces from each team to help make those teams better, because it makes kids want to stay. They want to stay in your organization. At the end of the day, winning games is a lot more fun than losing. We pride ourselves on development and getting the kids better, and that means taking a kid and, maybe his career top is going to be middle school. Well, let's make him the best middle schooler ever. Maybe it's high school, maybe it's college, maybe it's pro ball. Everybody's ceiling's a little bit different, but I think if you're doing it for the right reasons, and you get a kid that comes in that's a really good player, you cut one of your players for that kid. But communication is key. So every time you do cut a player, it's never an email. It's never just a generic response to that family. It's, hey, Coach Duke, is your son around? Can I talk to him? And then you talk to the kid on the phone. You give him the reasons. Hopefully you have 2 different teams at that age level, so you can keep them within the organization. But I think every time you do make a cut or make a decision that's tough, you have to communicate. You have to be honest. Give them the reasons why. Give them some reasons or areas of improvement to where you can give a kid a roadmap and a game plan and say, listen, you're not going to be on our team for this reason. Maybe you're batting 12th on our team and only playing a couple innings on defense. But if you play on our B team or on our second team, you're going to be the starting shortstop. You're going to be batting in the middle of the order. And the ultimate goal at 9U is not to be on the 9U A team. It's to develop and to play and have fun and really enjoy the game and get better. So I think assigning kids a role on a team for not only just the betterment of the team, but for the kid, and to give him an opportunity to develop and get better, I think is crucial. But as long as you're making cuts and moving kids around for the right reasons and you communicate well, I think you're doing the right thing.
I'm going to tell you a quick story that this happened to us 2 years ago. We had a player on our 13, trying out for our 13U team. He was on our second team the prior year and the year before that. Awesome kid, loved the game, played hard, worked hard. His skills were just a little bit less, but awesome kid. He tries out for 13. We do the same thing. He's right on the cusp of the 2 teams. We put him on our second team, and the parents were not having it. No, my son's elite. He should be on the elite team. We don't appreciate you putting him on the second team. So they left the organization. They then went on to go try out for 3 different organizations, went on the same exact thing. They went on the second team of these other organizations, and now the kid is no longer even playing baseball. So just because the parents wanted him to be on an elite team, whatever that means. Meanwhile, the kid loved the game. He was an awesome teammate, awesome kid. We loved having him, and the parents wanted him to have this certain title that a year later he's not even playing anymore. So parents, it saddens us when we even hear that, because it's like, man, I can't believe so-and-so's not even playing baseball anymore. He was good, and fun, and there's a spot for everybody. But so it not only, is the kid or the organization, the parents do play a big role into that, and it's Coach Whiting saying up here as well. The hardest part of this is the parents trying to coach the kids and making things worse. Then the kids won't listen to the coach because they don't want to upset their parents, and it's frustrating. That happens to us a lot. But what we do is we make sure that before the season starts, we have our team meeting about what our expectations are. Parents are there and kids are there, because at the end of the day, if we know that a pick off is going to third base, I have the third baseman pinching a tiny bit, and all of a sudden the dad's like, why is he so close to third? Get him back. And then the kid moves, the guy goes to pick off, the third baseman doesn't get there, and the ball goes into the outfield. Like, they don't know what the plays are or what we're thinking or what we're doing, or, let the coaches coach, because you don't know what's happening. So you're right, having a conversation with the kids, but you have to have it with the parents, because the kids are going to do what the parents. You'll see those kids that we call them helicopter parents. The kids take a swing and the kid automatically looks to see what the mom or dad are doing, or he throws a pitch and he's looking right at his dad to get either confirmation that he did a good job, or you see a dad going and you're like, what the heck? Like, that makes it so hard to have fun and play a game when that's happening. So definitely talk to the parents. Have that tough conversation. Bring them together and be like, hey, listen, we're here to coach and develop your son. We want what's best for your son. And what you're doing just really is hurting him. For him to look every single pitch, he's not even focusing on pitching. He's focusing on getting you to go like this the entire game. And that's not okay. So that's something I think that needs to be talked about. It needs to be addressed. And in youth sports, it's.
Yeah.